I'm suing my poop bucket for defecation.
Good day. Good day to all of thee. I am Eduardo, the King of Spain. I am here with the great and mighty Flea.
Good morning.
Good morning, Flea.
So this is not my hour. Why are we
Yes,
doing this now? Bro,
yes.
at least make it 10:30.
Yeah, well, no. You're not a morning person. I think I'm more of a morning person than anything, Flea. I don't know.
I am not a morning person.
Yeah,
Not at all. This is just everyone knows this about me.
yeah.
It's pretty clear.
Well, welcome to it, everybody in chat. I see Brandon's in there. I see Brenda Baldoff, who made the beginning of a live. Appreciate that, Brenda. Nice to have you here. Breezy's in the hizzy. What's up, Breezy? Southern Yankee, the lovely Southern Yankees in there. NJS is in there. Gina's in there. What's up, Gina? Nice to have you here as always. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of more people. And you will be greeted by the mods once the mods. I don't think the mods are morning people either, to be honest. So, it's one of those things, Flea. Afila's in there. What's up, Afila? Nice to have you here as well. And Sandy, the crocheting wizard, the lovely Sandy. How are all of you this morning? Not going to be a long one, but I will tell you guys, let me tell you this beforehand. You might want to keep your phones handy, your computer or computers, whatever, because later on I'm going to be on another live, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it's going to involve me and KDOT. That's what I'll say, and you're not going to want to miss that one. It's going to be a fun one, I think.
Hey, I have to give you a heads up just in case.
Yes.
I may have to put you on mute for 5 minutes because you guys, Mr. Flea's birthday is coming up, and I ordered something for him that I am going to have to go down and sign for when it gets here. So I might have to put you on mute for a couple minutes, you guys.
It's
Sorry.
all good. I think I can
If it
handle it.
comes.
I
If
think
it
I
comes
can.
while we're on here.
Yeah, if it comes while we're on here. Okay. I got
Right.
you. I got
It's
you.
supposed to
Yeah.
at some point this morning, but you never know. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of, my mom's birthday is coming up in January. I gotta think of a gift for my mom. It's really hard. Like, what do you have? What do you get someone that doesn't want anything? And oh no, I don't need anything, and
Um,
those type of things.
it's get your mom an electric blanket.
I already got her 2 electric blankets, Flea.
Okay, that sucks. Well, I'm fresh out of old people ideas. Give
Yeah,
me
I
a
know.
minute,
I know. I need
right?
more old people
Old
ideas.
because old people have everything already. That's
I
the
know.
problem.
That is the problem.
Does
That's
your mom like coffee?
no. She likes tea though.
Okay.
Maybe I'll
Oh,
get her, but she
oh,
only likes like regular tea. Like black tea. You know.
oh, because I found this super cool tea that I got for my son's mate, my son's partner, for Christmas. And then what it is, it's like little tea balls, and you put them in hot water and they bloom into flowers. They're super
Oh,
cool.
that's really cool. Give me the link to that.
Okay, I will. I
Keepers in
will.
the
It's not very
Hizzy.
expensive.
Looks like Fuzzy come to save the day on the mod front. Fuzzy, I appreciate everything you do in there. Valerie Lund is here. Cricket Cinema, another great mod. Those people are hard to buy for, Afila says. A massage. No,
It's
my mom doesn't like any of that shit. Like, if you put any pressure on her, like, she'll, she's like, she doesn't like it. So, yeah,
so listen, I'm an old lady myself,
yeah.
and I love all this standard old lady stuff. Slippers, robes, all that shit. Get her that stuff.
Yeah.
Does your mom like to take baths?
Yes, she does, but she mostly takes showers because of her medical, type stuff. But
Oh yeah, okay.
otherwise, I'd get her all kinds of bath stuff.
Yeah,
Nanny's
see.
welcome. Yeah. Kim A, gift cards are the best for us old folks. Dinner gift cards.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
instead of that, I'll just take her to dinner. That'll just be just standard. I mean, I do that anyways, Kim A. But
You could make her some burrito shells with mayo for her birthday.
I could do that. I could do that. I'm not THC bath bomb. Ooh, yeah. I love THC bath bombs, man. They're the best. So relaxing. So I don't have too much. I mean, other than the fact that I got doxxed by Slappy.
Oh
Um,
geez.
and he thinks he's like doing this, slap in the face thing, but number one, I'm proud of my name. I'm not proud of my name. So him saying my name on stream isn't new. I've been doxxed before. Um, and so now I know that they're gonna do background checks, probably with Sandra and all this. But here's the funny thing. They're not gonna find anything, Flea, because I've got a pretty squeaky clean record. I mean, unless you count like I think I got like a speeding ticket one time, and I think that was about maybe 20 years ago. I got a speeding ticket, Flea. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a parking ticket. You
Yeah,
know,
well
I'm
that
trying,
makes one of us. One
yeah,
of us here is the hardened criminal, and it's
well,
not MLH.
yeah, yeah. Flea's a hardened criminal, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen the inside of a jail cell, so that's always fun. I don't have any felonies. I don't have 6 felonies I'm facing or 16 misdemeanors or anything like that. I don't like work on houses illegally, Flea, at all, like without like a license or permits or anything like that. I don't take donations for the work that I do. Like if I'm out and about, YouTube's a different animal. But if I were to work on a house, Flea,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take donations, quote unquote, for the work, because that's highly illegal. And I'm sure the IRS would love that information, right?
Yeah.
Uh, that's not my
Yeah.
name, Afila says. It's MLA.
One time I was telling MLH, you guys, one time I got arrested for fraud because someone else stole my identity and ran up all these bills in my name. I didn't even know it. And so they come and track me down. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
And someone had stolen my identity. The fraud was perpetrated against me and made it look like I did it. So I went into court, and of course I showed all the judge all the shit I had, and he made the court pay me for my pain and suffering
yeah,
because they had arrested the wrong person.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you arrest people illegally. You
that's right.
have to pay. Keeper says, was he reported? Keeper, he may or may not have been reported to the proper people and the proper channels. I don't know. You tell me, Keeper. Did you report him, Keeper? No, but it's highly illegal what he did there. I mean, look, J Batty's in the house. What's up, J Bat? Nice to have you here. Yeah, it is insane. Fila's like, wow, that's insane. Brenda says that poop.
Yeah, but I made $1,300 off that little venture because they arrested the wrong person.
Yeah, I should have paid you more. You should have got a lawyer. You could have got a lot
I
more.
know. I
Uh,
didn't get a lawyer. I just represented myself. I just took all my shit into court and said, "Hey, who can afford? I'm not spending 10 grand on a lawyer for something I can prove in 30 seconds, right? Why would I do that?"
right. Brenda says that poop bucket is full of shit. Oh, it's overflowing with shit, Brenda. I mean, I'm not gonna comment too much on the stream that he did with David B, which was hysterical. it was it was funny as fuck. So Flea, I know you probably didn't watch the stream because you got a life and
Uh,
have other
yeah,
stuff to do.
an
But
insane life.
yeah, he was on a
Yeah.
stream. He was on a stream with David B. The all-knowing David B. The lawyer. He's a lawyer, right? Because he was given Slappy all kinds of legal advice on what to put down on his case against Aaron. I think it's so
Oh, Snotty's helicopter nanny says, I know somebody that happened to,
yeah.
and he had trouble getting housing and all that because of it. I did not. I did not because the judge was like, wiped my name off of literally everything and then found the person who actually did it, who happened to be an ex who still had
Oh my
my
God.
social security number. Not only did he have my social security number because, we were married at one point, he knew where I lived because we had children together, my older children, that's their father. So he knew my last address. He used my address before the one I was living at currently. That's who it ended up being
Yeah. Yeah.
because he had a drug problem. We found
Yeah.
out, so,
Yeah.
which is why I left him.
Yeah.
Drug
Well,
problem.
good job. Good job on your front. Escaping
Yeah,
that hellscape.
yeah,
Kim A says, I have only been to court for a divorce, not even one traffic violation. I follow the laws. I do too, Kim A, but I should have fought. I've only had like two or three in my entire life, and none of them were really my fault. I wasn't speeding when I got a speeding ticket. I think the cop actually caught the guy that passed me up, and for some reason thought I was the one that was going fast. There was a one where the cop said I didn't stop at a stop sign, which was total nonsense. I totally stopped at that sign, and then one other ticket, and that was probably 30 years ago. I can't even remember what it was, but other than that, I'm pretty clean. So if someone were to, illegally like get a background check on me, they wouldn't find much, Flea. And I'm, very proud to say that.
yeah,
I follow the rules like everybody else, like most people do, right? So,
yeah.
you know.
Well, I don't
Um,
necessarily follow the rules. You just can't get caught. That's the
yeah,
difference.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah. Just don't get caught.
Gloria's in the house. What's up, Gloria? Nice to have you here. Sean Speaks in the house. Why is DOA pushing defamation lawsuits when he said the same things about others? If calling people bad actors harms reputations too, isn't that also defamation? Well, Sean, look, let me just tell you this. He's not suing anybody. There's no chance of it. He's got a long history. This is what he does. He wants to keep his chat engaged. His few echo chamber people that he got engaged, because that's all he's got left. Sean, he's backed himself into a corner. He has very little support anymore. Very little.
Wait,
And
wait. Wasn't someone doing some stats on how many actual
yeah.
people he had watching his live streams versus the
Oh,
amount of?
well, speaking of that, like typically he would get 3, 4, sometimes 500 people in his chats, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But only a very few people actually engaging, right?
right.
And there's nothing wrong with lurkers. I have a lot of lurkers sometimes. I'm like right now there's only 80 people in there, and there's probably maybe 10 to 20, people at a time typing. But it got really exposed because one of his mods, I don't know which mod did it, but they put it on subscriber only, and that number dropped down to like 100. So
That
yeah, yeah,
sucks.
yeah. So basically, what it is people are watching the train wreck in real time. You know,
Yeah,
and that's it's just what it is. Coming from a granny, love just going out and spending time with my family. That's better than any gift. Oh, Brenda's listening in 2 times speed, I think. Yeah, Brenda, for sure.
you didn't miss much, Brenda, because we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. So
No,
no worries.
we haven't at all. Anna from Canada's in the chat. The lovely Anna from Canada. Welcome on in. Always nice to have you here. Fingy's in the house. What's up, Fingy? Lovely Fingy's in here. What's up, Fingy? Nice to have you. Sunshine. is here as well. I got a death threat via emojis for making a video for you guys, a Christmas video. Who gives death
Oh,
threats on a Christmas song video? I saw that a few.
what?
That was awesome.
That's so much crap. Oh
Yeah,
my God. Get yourself together. Whoever's making the death threats,
yeah,
pull yourself together.
yeah.
It's a song. Oh my
No,
God.
I've got. I mean, who was it? Ghost Soldier gave me a special message, basically saying that he knows everything about me and tell the truth about myself and
How do
all
you
that.
walk through life that pissed all the time? That like everything's a threat. A Christmas song. Oh my God, I've got to lose my mind. How
Yeah,
do you go through life like that?
yeah.
That's
Thinking
gotta suck.
it's they're trying to go real life with me, Flea,
Oh, okay.
and there's some
Enjoy the burritos.
yeah, enjoy
Yeah.
it with mayonnaise. That's extra mayo, you know. Fingy with the gifted membership. If you got a membership from Fingy, make sure you say thank you. Thank you very much, Fingy, for giving a Monster Squad membership to a lucky person out there. Really appreciate that. Um, I've been going through it, Flea, on all fronts. I mean, Reddit's been attacking me. Certain other man who yells at clouds been attacking me. Slappy's been attacking me. I mean, I've been getting it on all
I
fronts. Really weird.
I know it's very weird, which is why I came on today because
Yeah,
it's real weird, right? It seems a little bit like a coordinated effort. Let's put it that way.
it does. It does seem that way.
Um, like your comment section is usually pretty copacetic,
Yeah.
and then people are just coming out of the woodwork pissed at you for literally fucking nothing. I mean, we're just over here minding our business unless it has something to do with Slappy. And then, we're all over that shit. But
Yeah, of course.
for the most part, and I want everyone to pay attention to this, you're not seeing me or MLH or Dougie going in other people's chats and inserting ourselves into everyone else's shit. And there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason for that because here's the thing. We've tried to make this channel a safe space for everybody, right? Where like let's just say for example, we got two supporters, but they don't like each other and they're beefing outside of our room. As long as you keep it civil in here, you're welcome here. And we're trying really hard not to, and even if we think something someone says or does is wrong, we're trying really hard not to insert ourselves in it because we've done that in the past, have we not? And
Yeah.
it never works out well. It never works out well. It makes everyone here less safe. It creates more division. It forces people to pick sides, and it just never works out well.
Yeah.
We support all of you. We can't get involved in all the drama. Otherwise, this channel becomes something everyone hates.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this to be a drama channel. Nobody.
No.
Everyone's here because it's funny and we've got a particular task at hand right now. And why? Why do we insert ourselves into Slappy? Well, I'll tell you why. Because so many of us were victims. There were so many victims and so many people were harmed. And it fundamentally changed the entire community. This wasn't a one-on-one beef that people asked us to get involved in. Nobody asked us, but this was a beef that affected most of us,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
People were harmed in real life. And look at the community. People don't protest like they used to. It just got to the point where we felt like we couldn't remain silent anymore, right?
Yeah.
We were backed into a corner
Yeah.
because MLH was getting attacked over and over and over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
and
look, look,
we had to come up with something where people could come hang out and and something where we could speak up without alienating the entire community. And I feel like that's what we did.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, we've unified a lot of the community, Flea. You're right. So I've already said this story before, Flea, on how I kind of went down this DT path, right? So it started a long time ago. So when Slappy first, a lot of people like to call him Sloppy. Well,
Yeah.
he is sloppy. What's up, Beachcomber and Beach? We got both of the beaches in here, and I mean that not in a disrespectful way. Um, so it at first it was a breath of fresh air, right? DOA came in, and you know Scott Hochstetter, who likes to say my name all the time. Say my name. Say my
Say
name.
my name, say my name.
Um, he came into the community and everybody was gung ho about it because he was supportive, right? And there were people that were warning, and those people were right, but at the time you couldn't vet everybody. Just think of it from a community perspective. You're just like, well, this person's backing the movement. Why are you trying to, you know disrupt that movement? That's how people took it.
Yeah.
And so he would say complimentary things even to me, Flea. Like one time he got on his thing. I mean, the first time I ever went into his chat, long ass time ago, this is what, over a year ago, obviously. um he called me a legend, which is weird. I mean, I don't.
Because you are, Eduardo.
Oh, I know, I'm such a legend. I mean, but in my own mind, maybe. Flea. But
In Aurora, at least.
well, Denver, Aurora, the Denver metro area, nationally, have been picked up by a few people, have been on news quite a bit. So, but anyways, I don't see myself in that light, Flea. But so I'm sitting there and I'm doing my thing, and obviously we met over at the Denver org, and we're doing our thing, right? And then the
Yeah.
whole Jay thing happened, right? With
Yeah.
the swattings with Jay, and of course that's how I got involved in the anti-Scientology movement and whatnot. And then things started to go sour with Slappy. And the reason that they started to go sour with Slappy is because he has a pattern of division, right? He likes to go into movements, and he's admitted this. I have clips of him admitting this on streams several times, different times, saying that he came in just to divide. That's his purpose, is to divide. He goes in, makes his mark, divides, and leaves. That's his MO.
Right.
The only reason that he hasn't done this again is because he's bound to California, right? So
Yeah.
he's bound by the Cankle monkey and the court cases and all that.
Well,
So
he did do it again. He did
yeah,
divide us. But you and I, what we are doing here on this channel is trying to reunite the community
yeah,
against a common enemy, I guess we would say, a common cause. But I don't want to say enemy because I feel like a lot of us are here because we are rebuilding a community that has nothing to do with him,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Um, but that's the whole purpose of this channel was to get back some of that sense of community and belonging that was lost because of this douchebag,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so, and I'm going to address that, nannies, in chat. I'm going to address that in just a minute. You're right. So basically, the long and short of it, I don't want to retell the story, is Slappy has an MO of targeting mods. That's why he used the whole hashtag mod wars shtick that he does. He's got streamer wars, mod wars, legal wars, like, all these different stupid hashtags that don't mean anything, right? What's up, Janet? Nice to have you here. And Jojo, nice to have you here as well. Um, so that's his purpose, is just to divide and conquer, right? And he does that all the time, although he couldn't do it this time. So his target became Ellie, and he focused in on Ellie, and he focused on the wrong one, because Ellie is uh, very detail oriented, right? I mean, he did almost cause her to unalive herself, which is where I took exception. Ellie and I have been friends for years. She was my second subscriber. And I gave her a wrench, even though she didn't ask for it. She never asked for wrench. What's up, Becky? Nice to have you here as well. Um, and after that, like I had no idea where Ellie was for 2 weeks, Flea. So you can imagine what the fuck I was thinking, right? At that
Yeah.
time, I'm like, my number one mod, my advisor, like she would, guide me through some perilous fucking shit on YouTube that I had no clue about. I've been on YouTube for a long time, but with my other channel, like it was so small.
There's no drama with RP
No,
Grinder.
no. It's just video games, right? Well, I mean, we
Like,
took a little bit of
whatever.
politics and shit at the end, but
Yeah.
it's not, nobody listens to that show. It's like I do it mostly for me and my friends, right? Like we get together week to week, and we've been doing it for 18, yeah, over 18 years now, and that's that was always my thing, right? Like just a place to hang out and talk video games, right? So
I feel like before we started DT, I was over on RP Grinders a hell of a lot more than I was over here.
yeah, because yeah, you were.
That's where I
So,
was,
so to make a
in case
long
you guys
story
were wondering.
right, to make a long story short, basically, um, it started there, and Ellie, to her credit, didn't want me involved in any of it, because they were taking stuff in real life, and they were doing a lot of stuff to harm her, and and I had to just basically muffle myself and not speak on these things and not act on these things, and I wanted to, right? So months later, I told Ellie, I'm like, Ellie, I can't keep silent. This is really killing me. He really harmed you and really harmed me in the process, right?
Yeah.
um Mine was minor. He cost me I was on the verge of getting 7,000 subscribers, and he cost me 800 subscribers, right?
Yeah.
And that put things in perspective for me. I mean, that was tiny, but it was a tiny pain, but it was pain nonetheless, you know. And so most of those probably were bots or shitty people. I know some of them are still in his fucking chat.
Hey, can I
But
answer a question real quick?
yes, go
Because
ahead.
Fila wants to know if I'm into video games. Absolutely not. I just went over there to support my friend and
Mhm.
talk and bullshit about politics. And I have
Yeah.
absolutely no clue about video games. For 75% of the show, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And they would kindly explain shit to me.
Yeah.
So,
Well, look, I mean, it is a niche show. It
yeah.
really is. It's never gonna do numbers or anything like that. It's it just it is what it is. It's just three guys bullshitting about dorky JRPGs. And for those who don't know what JRPGs are, those are Japanese role playing games and role playing games. That's mostly what I play.
Yeah.
So but I hardly ever have time anymore because I'm always working. I'm always doing this shit. So, but anyways, long story short, I finally told Ellie like enough is enough. Something has to be done, and obviously, I met Flea and we had a good relationship. You guys were obviously there. I think it was you, Rocky Mountain High, and someone else was there. I can't remember the other lady that you were there with, Flea, and we had a good. We had a good rapport. I really enjoyed our conversation with you three ladies, and just enjoyed the time that we had spent.
Yeah, I bogarted your megaphone.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um,
just I just walked right up to MLH. I'm like, hey dude.
yeah.
And I took
Hey,
all his shit.
can I
I'm
borrow
using
your?
his sign, I'm using his
Yeah,
megaphone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, look, Flea's not saying it. They were all there for Jay. They weren't there.
We I did go there for Jay.
Yeah. See.
Jay was gonna do something and we were all like, well, let's go support him. It was L. Ron Hubbard's birthday, which is a huge holiday for them. That's why we went there.
Yeah, yeah,
And then, but you were there, and you and I, and this has been at least 2 years now, at
yeah,
least.
yeah. It's been
You and I clicked like nobody's business,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Well, I mean,
So
there was someone else there. I don't know if you remember, Flea, but Selfless.
Bernie was there.
Yeah, Bernie was there,
Yeah.
but Selfless was also there, and you told me a
Oh,
little
that's
story.
yes.
You told me a little
Selfless.
story about how Selfless wouldn't talk to you guys, and
Well, no, he would talk to some of I guess he would talk to you. He would talk to Jay, but when I went up, because see, I don't have a channel,
yeah,
you guys.
yeah,
I went up to introduce myself and he turned his back. He saw me coming and turned around and walked the other way.
yeah. See, that's so that tells you everything you need to know about. So basically, we hit it off because I basically gave you guys the time of day because I appreciated you guys being there. You know, it's like there's a big stark difference, is what I was trying to say, between somebody like Selfless and myself, or Jay and Selfless, right? I mean, just night and day type shit, right? Um, so look, Becky's saying Ellie was my mod for one day when Scott wanted me to get rid of her. I refused. I didn't have a reason. Ellie sent me the proof. She was innocent even after I said I didn't need it. Ellie is the best. She is the best. So basically, long story short, Flea and I kind of hit it off, exchange info, and we were fucking sick and tired of Slappy's bullshit, is what it boiled down to. And I said, "Well, Flea, would you like to come on and we can riff on it? You know, we can laugh about it, because it's we were thinking of ways to, like you said, Flea, like galvanize and make,
Yeah.
like make things a little bit better,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what happened.
Well, yeah,
Um,
we were kind of you and I were talking off scenes and you came up with the whole idea,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I
Well,
think
I mean,
let's just start a show. And I said to, I remember saying to MLH, I don't think I'm the person you want to start a show with. Oh no, come on, it'll be fun.
it'll be fun, they said,
Yeah.
type of thing. No,
And then
yeah. So
Dougie came on, and I think it was his idea to start doing commercials.
yeah, it was Dougie's idea to start commercials, and actually, I think Nami came on first, and um,
Yeah. I can't remember who was, if it was Doug or Nami
I'm
first.
pretty sure it was Nami first, and then
Okay.
Dougie, and then later on it was Becky. But the whole point is to have a kind of like, not a bitch session, but a place where we could talk about the bullshit that was going on, because there was a lot of bullshit that nobody was talking about. The only person that I can recall that was talking about it was Eric Rader, right? And
Yeah.
of course me on my own, when I'd be, you know, doing whatever I was doing. But it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a place where, like you said, it could be a safe space where even if you didn't get along away from my channel, you got along here because these were the rules, right? Like
Right.
I wanted to funnel everybody in a way where we could analyze and discuss the bullshit that he was doing, because it was clear after the patterns were revealed and after all the information I took from the people that were trying to warn us, right? And all that type of shit. It was a good thing for us to do this. Let me get to this comment here.
Yeah.
Drifter Wars says he said he would get over 1,000 viewers on the live stream. That's a lie. He never got 1,000. Drifter Wars, but that was when he was getting swatted, not fixing his RV. He blames ASL and you for the drop in viewers. See, that's
Well, hey, I would take credit for that if I were you, MLH, because
why
I think
not.
that is partly true. I
It
mean, if
is
people
partly.
prefer to be over here, there's
They
not a lot you can do about it.
Well, the reason that they preferred to be over here, Flea, is because I didn't feed people bullshit, right? I didn't. I've never bullshitted with all y'all. I give you guys the straight skinny, and then I started like using his words, and we do it to this day, Flea. Like we'll have words of wisdom, which was my brainchild, right? I know Dougie doesn't like it too much, but I always like to bring to the forefront the things that moron says, and he really is an idiot, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
um,
mean, come on.
Beachcomber says strong women fighting back. They don't get that. So glad you saw through that BS, Gina. We needed a fighter. Thank you for standing up. 100%. Gina's a beast, man. I love Gina.
But I mean,
Um,
I think what you're trying to say is the whole purpose for this channel was to have, because like Eric Rader was the only one talking about it, was to
Eric,
have a place for people
yeah,
to voice their opinion about the division that was happening with one particular person,
yeah,
right? And why we were all feeling why the community was busted apart, and kind of to reform maybe another community,
yeah,
right? Just to get some of that what we lost back.
yeah,
Obviously, not all of it, because there are some people still stuck in the time warp, I guess. Um,
yeah.
but
I'm trying to rebuild. I've gained 500 subs of those 800 back legit. Trying to get to 7,000. Once I get to 7,000, then things will take off from there. That's usually the MO on YouTube. Once you get 7, it's easy to get to 10, and then from there, who
yeah,
knows? But
but
uh,
one of the rules I want to while we're on this subject,
yeah,
one of the rules that we learned very early on when doing this is that we can't be in all the chats.
yeah,
We can't be on everyone else's channel. We don't know all the drama that goes on with other chatters, because like when we're off YouTube, you guys, we're off YouTube. MLH and I aren't sitting on the phone talking about Slappy
mm-mm,
24/7. We're
mm,
bitching about shit that goes on in Denver or Colorado or just in our lives or whatever, like regular people. We're not living and breathing YouTube like some people do. And furthermore, so it's impossible for us to know everything that's going on. Like I said, you're not going to see us in other people's chats very often because we don't, right? We have to
yeah,
focus on what we're trying to foster here in this community. And also, it's very mentally draining to put yourself in all the toxicity that's going on everywhere, all over YouTube. We can't possibly know what's going on with you. But that being said, sometimes we do see things, and as much as we feel like it's wrong and we'd like to speak up, we learned very early on that not to do that
yeah,
because it keeps other people, it harms other people. It's
yeah.
not
I
even
don't.
just about us, it keeps all of you less safe. It makes
Yeah,
this community
yeah.
here on this channel less
Unsafe.
safe,
Yeah,
more divisive.
yeah.
There's more conflict because people take sides. We don't want people to come in here and feel like they have to take sides because we have taken a public position
Yeah, see, that's
on
a good point.
something.
See, I was attacked on Reddit. And I was you're right. The last comment show was a little spicier than normal. Normally the comment show is very milk toasty, just going through the comments and giving a quick, shout and thank you to everybody that comments because and I'm the only person on YouTube that does that, by the way. That does an entire show dedicated to the comments. The only one. You can
I
search
mean,
search I mean, people have mentioned comments before, like, but me, I go through every one, all the comments. Nobody does that on YouTube and has a dedicated show. I'm the only one.
right. I haven't seen it.
No. So
And as representatives of this channel and this show, and there, I've seen some stuff I would really like, I get pissed about. And I want to stand up for someone because I know that they're a decent person and they don't deserve it.
yeah,
I frickin' can't say anything because if I do, then it harms people on this channel,
yeah,
right? Because it's more than if I take a public position about something and then all of you come in here, half of you are going to disagree, and then the fighting starts right
Yeah, yeah.
here on
And
this channel.
I'm not all about that. Look, when you bring up politics, there's automatically a division because you're either a Democrat or a Republican, right? There's no in between.
Right.
I mean, there's in betweens, but I mean, they have to, I mean, it's just
Speak for
really
yourself. I
frustrating.
hate all those assholes.
Yeah, I hate all politicians. I love the American people, but I can't stand the politicians, Democratic or Republican. I can't stand any of them. It's like I just I don't want to talk all that. On this channel, there's a singular purpose is to see Slappy off to jail, and he is going to jail, y'all.
We're
There-
so close. We
it's
can't stop now.
no, and I'm not going to stop. Tina's in the house. What's up, Tina? Nice to have you in here, as
But
always.
listen, I do want to say something else. If you're one of the people that comes in here, and you're welcome in here, whatever you do on your channels, your business. But if you're harassing someone else in the community, I don't know why, please stop. We're better. We're better than that here. If you're harassing someone on your own side, I don't why, maybe you had a disagreement or something. Try to work it out like adults. Please don't spew vitriol
Yeah,
at
yeah,
someone else who is fighting for the same greater
cause.
good,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah,
just doesn't, it's not productive,
yeah,
right? I just want to say that. We're
yeah,
better than that. We're trying, and the reason we started this channel is to bring that sense of community back. Don't fuck it up, I guess.
yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, no, no. This is a good community, and this is I'm very happy with everybody in here, all my subscribers, the members. Like this is how a movement really gets started. I know my channel is tiny. I have a tiny, tiny, tiny corner of YouTube, right? But I think what I always tell Bernie, because Bernie's short in stature, right? She's like 4'9". I always tell her, "You're tiny, Bernie, but you're mighty," right? And I said, "Don't ever forget that because you are." And that's how I feel about this channel. My channel's tiny but mighty. Like look at somebody like K Dot, right? K Dot has 30,000 subscribers. He's the biggest 1A YouTuber in Denver, other than some other asshat, which I won't name. But I hold my own with K Dot, right? We're friends. We do things together. um, and that's what it takes. It takes a little bit of courage to do some of the shit that I'm doing. And not everybody has that drive or moxie, I guess. I don't know. Denise H says you had Jay's back and he trusted you. That was good enough for me. Well, I appreciate that, Denise. I mean, I really do. Nami's in the house. He says the idiot doesn't have the right to make himself something. It's popular in the eyes of the public by being a self-anointed professional, a protester. Yeah, that's true. Here's a point that I want to bring up too. So Slappy did a whole boring ass live with David Z, which how much more boring does it get than David Z, right? Lee? I
Yeah.
mean, listening to 2 minutes will put you to sleep with that dude. He's so monotone and he talks like this, and it's like, I mean, I get criticized for being boring, but man, like that dude is. Oof. David Z goes in dozens of chats defending his master. He has no time to take care of anything else but Slappy's mistakes. This is true. And you know what? I got a sound clip. This is David B in his own words, y'all. Okay, these are his own words here.
I am the number one simp gimp in the world.
He's the number one simp gimp in the world, y'all. Let me put you one more time here.
I am the number one simp gimp in the world.
And obviously, he knows everything about the law.
That might be the first time I've ever agreed with David B.
It is. Yeah.
Cannot lie. I actually agree with the guy on this one.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to say something else real quick before we move along about this huge whisper campaign and whatever the fuck's going on Reddit, because I don't go on Reddit because it's a cesspool, okay?
Yeah.
And all the nasty comments. This really seems it's a lot of people all of a sudden. And it seems like a coordinated effort and like a whisper campaign behind the scenes. And
Yeah.
I think I know what's going on. And I would like to speak to some of you about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, okay? The enemy of your enemy is not always your
Your
friend.
friend. Yeah.
Okay? I'm
Yeah.
going to repeat that. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend. Okay?
Nice.
People will use you.
Yeah.
They will use you because you have a common enemy and they can see you as a tool. Okay?
Yeah.
But as soon as they're done with whatever they've used you for, you'll be cast aside again.
Yeah.
People don't think that someone's your buddy just because they tell you what you want to hear.
Here's yeah,
You
here's
know, just because they're pissed at the same person you're pissed at currently.
mhm.
That person is not your friend. All right? You may think they are in the moment and they will pretend to be in the moment. But think about where it's coming from, especially if the person that you are currently aligning yourself with is complaining about the very thing they have done to others in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a good person, okay? If they themselves have done that to others or helped other people do it,
Yeah.
that's who they are. And believe them. Just
Yeah.
because you have a common enemy doesn't don't go to bat for people for on that reason alone,
These are
okay?
these are very reasonable takes. And
I'm
I
just
agree with
telling you because people in this community will use you, and most of you are very kind, good-hearted people. If someone's whispering in your ear about something MLH or I should or should not be doing and telling you how you should feel about it and you should be outraged, just pay attention where it's coming from and think about whether or not you are being used
yeah.
as a tool because you probably are. And I'm not saying we're perfect
Yeah.
or we're amazing and we're great. We, as I said, we can't get involved in everything, even if we think it's wrong. And the reason that is because we are responsible for this show. We're responsible for this channel, and we cannot make this a place of division.
Mhm.
We cannot make it a place of hate. We've tried to take stands on things in the past, and it really created a lot of harm for other people,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
sometimes silence isn't always complicity.
Simplicity. See, this is what
Sometimes silence is protection for others, and you
this
don't even know it.
yeah, this is what I've been accused of lately is simping for ZDT, and nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, it like you said, and I'm not silent on it. Look, I'm not a supporter of ZDT. I don't like his rhetoric. I mean, look, he's free to do
Nobody
what he
likes
wants
that
to do.
guy. I
Well,
don't I
he's
don't
got an
watch
echo
that
chamber.
guy, but I watched him like a handful of times, if that.
Yeah, you want to talk about vile and nasty, just listen to ZDT for about 10 minutes and then you'll get the very definition of vile and nasty, not our chat. I know our chat was labeled as vile and nasty, which I mean point to where any of us were vile and nasty. I guess if you wanted to blame anybody, blame me and Dougie and Flea and sometimes Ellie and Becky for being vile and nasty.
Well,
Because
yeah. Yeah,
I'll wear
I'll go
that.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll own that. I will own that.
yeah.
So,
And I'm talking about our parodies and our commercials and stuff like that. I'm not talking about being violent, nasty people in real life because look, I've met Flea. Flea is one of the most wonderful people I think I've ever come across in my life. She's awesome. You know,
so are
um,
you. Oh, see? That's why we were kindred spirits,
the
my friend.
feels, the feels, the feels. um it just there are and everybody that I've met mostly on this anti-Scientology kick have been really really lovely people. There have been people that it's funny, Flea, like Jay was the big star here, right? And everybody wanted to be Jay, and he was in high demand, and they'd always try to use me as an intermediary to Jay. And I'm like, look, I'm no intermediary, but I'll meet with you. I'll talk with you, whatever. And you know, if Jay wants to meet with you, he'll meet with you. It's like he's his own dude. And I
Yeah.
met with lots of wonderful people. We would go out to breakfast, we would talk, we would have combos, about Scientology and about, my stance on things and what I did. And people were genuinely curious about the relationship between Jay and I, like how did that happen? And I blame Ellie for that.
It's well, everything's Ellie's fault. So
No, I
yeah,
know
you
Ellie's
blame her.
full of everything.
Hey,
Uh,
but what I do want to say something since people, there's another thing I have to get off my chest. I'm sorry, I know I'm long-winded, you guys, but while it's in on the top of my head, I have to say it. So sometimes I know that there are certain other creators besides Slappy you would like for us to speak out about. But listen, here's something we realize that maybe you guys don't. Other creators will say and do shit just to get a reaction out of us so they can use it for content.
yeah.
Why would we give them that satisfaction? We're smarter than that. We know, for example, some people go online and they'll make a whole goddamn stream about MLH, hoping that he responds,
Hmm.
just so that they can then take whatever soundbite or whatever he says and use it for more content. We're not here to boost other people's channels like that.
No.
Okay, so just because we're silent about some piece of shit content creator does not mean that we agree with them. I want to
100%. I
get that
mean,
out there. We're just not going to give them the satisfaction of using us for content.
yeah, no, and that drives them fucking nuts. Please.
Drives them batshit crazy.
Drives them crazy, man. It's so it's amazing. Let me get caught up in chat. I'm going to show you guys. A few.
Flea got a soapbox for Christmas. I did.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I'm going to shut
Um,
up now and let you go.
no, it's
I
all
just
good.
had a few things
No,
I had to get off my chest.
It's refreshing, Flea. Sometimes you get drowned out, and I'm glad to let you speak for a change. I mean, I do too much talking. So Pup Groomer with the 5 gifted memberships. If you got a membership from Pup, make sure you say thank you. Thank you very much, Pup Groomer, for providing 5 Monster Squad memberships. I really do appreciate you, Pup. Pup Groomer has a wonderful channel. I wish you'd get back at it more, Pup. I really enjoyed just being in there and just chilling. Wendy's in the house. What's up, Wendy? And Jen De Leon is in the house. What's up, Jen? All right. So let me show you guys some cartoons. I got to get through these, like this one. Oh, here we go.
I'm not a Jan 6er. I'm a January 7ther.
He's not a Jan 6er. He's a Jan 7ther.
That was so funny to me. I don't know why.
Well, I heard him talking about how he just likes rainbows, and that's why he has nothing against gay people, but he just likes rainbows. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Just
All
like
right.
I like rainbows too.
I do too, and I like these cartoons which feature some fat dude with rainbow.
Yeah, rainbows.
I have zero chance of winning lawsuits. Another grift.
Another grift.
100%.
I mean, isn't that true?
Yeah.
Let's do another one. Let's do another one here.
Yeah. So here's the thing. We're just, how we do. Whatever he says, we use it for content.
Oh.
We're not about to let people do the same shit with us. I mean, we're not that dumb. We're not going to respond to everything.
No.
But I do feel for people who are being attacked in this community.
Yeah.
Look, I'm on your side, even though I may not be able to say anything publicly. There are things we can do for you guys. There are things, even though we may not say publicly, that we can promise you. The email is always open.
Yeah.
Okay. The email is always open if you want to come vent to us, and you're safe here. And as long as you follow the channel rules, you're welcome here. But now when someone starts trashing the mods or the chat or the panel, all bets are off, okay? But we're just not gonna allow that here. But if you follow the rules and stay civil, you're welcome here, even if we disagree with you. And if you are being victimized by another chatter and you won't come here because maybe that chatter's in here, please change your mind.
Yeah.
I promise you, they aren't going to say fucking shit to you.
No.
They'll get bounced so fast.
Yeah.
They will get bounced so fucking fast out of our channel.
Yeah.
We want you to be here.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
if you're having a problem with another chatter, send us an email. We'll keep an eye out and we will make sure.
Yeah, that
And-
you're protected here.
And we may even go behind the scenes and say, hey, listen, you got to lay off so and so.
Yeah.
Right? If they come in our room, you got to lay off. And
Yeah,
that's rules.
Look,
We may not say it publicly, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean we don't say it to them in private.
Now, look, I don't like banning anybody, but if it's necessary, it's necessary. That's just it. Drifter War says, have you noticed that Slappy started playing songs at the start and end of his streams now? He wants to wear your skin. Drifter Wars, I think we've established that quite a bit here. But I do appreciate you being astute and recognizing. I mean, he tried to do skits at one point. Remember that stupid skit he did with the Chi?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was weird.
Oh,
that wasn't even remotely fun. It was just weird.
Yeah. Sally's in the house. What's up, Sally? Nice to have you here. Pup says she's slowly getting her channel back. Okay, cool. Very cool.
MLH is free game.
I am
keeper.
not free
All
game.
bets are off when it comes to Burrito Shawl.
I am not free game keeper.
Mr. Prius.
How dare you? All right.
3 sunglasses, best wearing motherfucker. You can go right at him. You have my permission.
Yeah, no, thank you. Neuropsych says he's running out of content. Well, he's never had content other than his swattings. It's like
California has the strongest free speech laws in the country.
Yeah, that's another thing. He's been trying to silence people left and right. And
that's right.
That's not going to work because California does have. So does Colorado, by the way.
Colorado is another state where possibly even more than California, I would say.
Yeah.
It's like the wild fucking West out here as far as civil rights.
Yeah.
And there's a real meshing of civil rights out here.
Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck you want and tote a gun and no one's going to fuck with you. There's a lot of agreement on both sides of the aisle in Colorado about being free to do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
People may disagree fundamentally on politics, but one thing people in Colorado don't disagree on is civil rights, okay? Even if they hate it. Even if someone thinks I don't like trans people or whatever, it's still a different world out here because they will still fight for your rights, even if they hate you. It's a weird thing in Colorado.
And if you want more of that later on, I'm going to have a stream dealing with that. So you're going to want to keep on the channel. Tricky Trixie says MLH likes to always go first with words of wisdom. Tricky, you need to time yourself out for 5 minutes, please. That is totally untrue, and those are fighting words. But thank you for being here. Slappy said he's been thinking about a YouTube show about gardening, but after years of thought, he still doesn't know what it will actually be about. Maybe he needs a few more years. Well, he's going to be thinking about that in prison, Drifter Wars.
California protects free speech, not hurt feelings.
Yep. See, that's the thing. Free speech includes protecting people's rights. And if that hurts your feelings, then it hurts your feelings. Ellie stopping in. I'm just here because I got an email from YouTube telling me that yet again, I did not receive a gifted membership. Thanks, YouTube. That is all. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone.
At least Ellie should get one. Jesus, Scrooge. What the fuck?
I think she's doing it for attention because she's the controller. I think she turned her gift membership option off on purpose just so she could say things like that. That's what I think.
Yeah. I'm not buying it. I think you're just stingy.
When I see you and lose, they can file anti-slap suit for lawyer fees.
Oh, well, lawyer fees. Did you know that? I don't know if we have the exact same thing, but we have something similar here. It's not anti-slap here. They call it something different. But California does have some mighty anti-slap laws. I think they're number one in the country for that because people were doing frivolous lawsuits, and that's something that Slappy might want to look into. Like, what do they call that? Vexatious litigant. So be very careful there, and don't always listen to David B because of this.
I am the number one Simp Gimp in the world.
Yeah, don't listen to Simp Gimps because they'll only lead you astray. Let's see.
Colorado also has some pretty strong vexatious lawsuit boundaries and laws and everything. They do have that here in Colorado too.
Yeah. All right. Here's
you can sue in Colorado for that. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah. Here's another one. Here. What does this one say?
Dude, this penis code strategy is worse than my mind map plan.
Yeah, I think he meant penal code strategy there, but with him, I mean, apparently he's got a tiny dingling, so that's what triggered him, not the other stuff, just the tiny dingling rhetoric. He doesn't like that.
Oh, you know what else?
Yeah.
If you hire a lawyer in Colorado and they take up a vexatious litigant, they can be disbarred.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah. Hey,
Colorado laws are extremely strong on that as well.
Rabbit's in the house. What's up, Rabbit? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. And I give you this as your present, Rabbit.
For illegal fundraising fraud, your sentence is 30 years to life.
Oh man, the stupid shit that the cartoonist comes up with.
I love the cartoonist. Oh my god, genius
is the best. I love the cartoonist. Few more here for you guys. Here's another one here. We love the cartoonist. Cartoonists very on top of things.
I set up Tori's Cash App so I had access to her money.
Oh, really? That's something interesting.
That's actually a thing.
Is it?
I think so. No, I know he set up her computer. I don't know about her Cash App, but I know her computer was quote unquote broken and he went over to fix it. And a part of that was she had him, when all the shit was going down, Tori had him blocked in her chat.
Yeah.
He went over there to help her with her computer and unblocked himself.
Oh.
Is what I understand.
Awesome.
Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only.
Well, Jackie's in the house. What's up, Jackie? Happy New Year to you. Marth Marang is in the hizzy. What's up, Marth Marang? Let's see. Those fat rolls on the inside of his legs are bigger than his dicky do, Brenda says. Well, I mean, I've never seen his dicky do, Brenda. So I can't.
Neither has he.
Well, that's true. He hasn't seen it for 10 years by his own admission. So
he needs a bra for the inner thigh. He needs like some support.
Yeah, he needs to cover up his fupa too.
I only want free speech for me, but not for you.
Well,
he needs a foot bra.
The foot bra, yes.
The foot bra.
Foot bra. Let's see. He set up Tori's Cash App and spelled her name wrong. Yeah, Jay had to go fix all that shit. Yeah, because he's pretty incompetent. Either that or he did that shit on purpose. I mean, that's another possibility.
That's just predatory behavior.
Yeah.
When you have an old lady who's not tech savvy, but her mods blocked you for a reason, and you go over there and unblock your stuff. That's under the guise of helping her fix her computer.
Right.
Los Angeles, tired of protesters, will keep me locked up until after the Olympics.
Well, one can hope there, Slap. One can hope they'll keep you there after the Olympics. I'm I used to think 2 years, Flea, but I'm thinking more like 6 now. I'm with Nami and Dougie on this. I think
I
you know
I've always gone with 2.5 years.
yeah
I've stuck to, and maybe I'm wrong, but that's been what I have thought since the beginning. Even with some of the charges upgraded to constitutional felonies,
yeah
I still think it's going to be 2.5 years. Only because California's prison system is so overcrowded. I know that the city of Los Angeles really wants to get this guy, and so he will get some time, but the prison's so crowded, right, in California, the whole system. I feel like it's gonna be not quite as long as some people think, just on that reason alone. Judges don't like to hand out lengthy prison sentences in California unless they feel that you were extremely egregious
yeah. I
in
would say
whatever
that.
crime you committed.
I was looking at their laws though, and the judge is going to have to go by the laws. If he gets any of those felonies, it's going to be 2 years. Now he could say consecutive or concurrent, right? Which is
Concurrent, yeah.
fine, but also there's a thing called aggravated factors, and this is why he's such a dumbass for doing the misdemeanors first, because if he takes a plea deal, he pled guilty to something, right?
Right.
And that's going to be looked at in his sentence. So you might be right. I mean, he might get 2 plus another half a year for, you know,
Well,
aggravated.
aggravating factors don't necessarily guarantee a conviction. They're there for after you get
That's what I'm saying.
convicted.
That's what I'm saying. That after the
Yeah.
conviction, he's going to get more time based on that. I'm really thinking it's going to be more than 2. I was staunch on 2 years because of things I've heard and know about California, but I mean,
Well,
this is if he gets convicted, right? I mean,
right.
innocent until proven guilty, even though we've all seen him admit things on camera and et cetera, et cetera. And we see him in real time. Well, actually, we don't. He's more concerned with playing around with ASL and me and streets and whoever else. But he has given quite a bit away of his thinking of how he's going to represent himself.
Yeah, that's just so dumb. But
It
in
is.
my expert legal opinion, you guys, expert legal opinion here, the aggravating factors make it more likely that he will get a prison sentence at all, right? Because it's California. I don't know that they will necessarily lengthen a prison sentence, but they make it more likely that he'll get one in the first place,
Yeah.
is what I'm thinking. But like you said, I do think for some of the charges, there's mandatory,
Yes, it's
right?
mandatory.
Mandatory sentences. So that's why I put the extra 6 months on there, because I think the mandatory is 2 years. Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
yeah, it's 2 years on each of those 3 felonies that were, elevated. Uh,
Right.
but the judge could say concurrent. You know what I mean? He doesn't necessarily have to say consecutive.
Yeah.
He says consecutive. Like I could see him getting a 4-year, one for the felony battery against Motley Crue, and then the other 3 being concurrent. So I could see him getting 4. Neuropsych,
Yeah, it's possible.
yeah. If he gets convicted on any of those, what you call it, the felonies, it's a minimum of 2 years, neuropsych. And the planters, I mean, it's clear as day. Let's hear Slappy in his own words here.
Man, I'm still under investigation for self-swatting, Swatty Swatterson.
Yeah, he doesn't like when people call him Swatty. He takes,
Swatty McSnotty.
yeah, Swatty McSwatterton. Yes, yeah.
Swatty McSnotty. We can't forget the
SWAT
Booger Buffet, my friend.
the Booger Buffet, exactly. SWAT.
That's my favorite song.
SWAT Hochstetter. Here we go.
The LAPD is on camera saying I swatted myself facts.
That is a fact. That is a fact. That's a total
Do
fact.
that one again.
Oh shit!
Play that one again.
I just exited it out of it.
Dude, all right, never mind.
I've got more. Look, there's more where that came from.
Man, the cartoon has been working overtime over Christmas break.
couple of days.
New lie, supposed to meet investigator at Waffle House. No Waffle Houses in California.
Oh, he got caught in a little lie there, Flea. He said he was going to meet an investigator at the Waffle House, but there's no Waffle Houses in California. So, I mean, he just lies so fucking much. Like, I mean, lying just to lie. You know, it's like why lie about that? You know, it's
That's
not
so bad. It's such a easily
verifiable
fact,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Come on.
But facts
He
don't matter.
does. He just makes shit up. I don't know if you guys have caught on to that yet.
Yeah, facts don't matter to this fuck, man. He just does what he does.
Traction and Contractor State License Board does sting operations to catch people.
Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, so let's stop this one. I'll talk about this one. There's another one. Hold on. There's another couple along these lines. The whole thing where he was doing work, in his own words, for donations, right? Which is illegal. Can't do that. Snot, swatty.
Well, no, because he thought if he labeled it donations and not payment, he was off the hook. That's not the way it works.
Well, the IRS would love to know how much you got donated, Snotty.
If it's above a certain amount, you got to claim that shit.
Gotta claim.
Like if someone donated me $1 million.
Fraud.
What's that, Flea?
If someone donated me $1 million, I still have to pay taxes on it. I don't.
Yeah, if they donate you $10, you got to pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
Asking for donations to paint is fraud.
It is fraud. If you ask for donations for services, that is absolutely fraud. So, which is it, Snotty? Did you get payment or did you get donations? Because either way, you're fucked, dude. You're totally fucked. See, that words do matter. You know, that's the thing. Words matter.
Having a homeowner buy paint to keep the job under 500 is illegal.
It is. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So
where do you guys think he's gonna move all his? Who's he gonna shuffle all his money to before he goes to trial?
Oh, this is a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Because
it shows my judge pattern.
Yeah. What, Flea?
Because if he goes to trial with any amount of money whatsoever, they're going to confiscate that. But also,
he's already funneled his money out, which is illegal. He's said it before. He doesn't have any money under his name, so you know.
Right, and I think he's screwed himself either way. Because if he goes and he doesn't have anything, so they can't confiscate it, that's suspicious in and of itself, and it may trigger an investigation into fraud against the IRS.
Oh, 100%. And the IRS does have a fraud. Like if you go to their website, they have a
tax evasion.
Yeah, like it's a whole page. You know. Hold on, I need to get this thing real quick. What is this? Oh, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. I just
feel like this is a whole ass can of worms. I think that, and I have reasons for thinking this whole trial for the felonies is a doorway for other investigations, right? They have to nail him on this. They get him in prison.
You know what? I get that feeling too, Flea.
Yeah.
I really do.
And
there's
a trail.
Yeah, it's you know, I've said that before. Even if it is a year, that's just to hold him for other shit. You know. Here's another one here.
This shows my judge a pattern. I didn't do jobs legally in Illinois.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, he was doing the same shit without licenses and shit in Illinois. So, you know, just more speculative stuff here. You know, here's another one here.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in Illinois.
Wants taxes. No working under the table.
Oh, did you hear that, Snotty? You can't work under the table. Did you report the money you made to the IRS, Snotty? Well, I don't know. Did you? I mean, that's a good question. We're just asking questions, Flea. That's all.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does YouTube report like super chats and what you make on through
Yeah.
super chats
Yeah, you
to
have
the
to.
IRS?
Yes. Yes,
They
they
do.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you make over this year it's 1,200, next year it'll be 2,000. He said he used to make 2,000 a month on YouTube. So, and also PayPal and all that shit, you have to report that too.
Try painting a house, including the price of paint, for $500.
Right. Right. So how is that possible? $500. That's what he said. He got donated $500, you know. So
Oh.
yeah. Here's another one here. There's a reason why people are questioning this flea. You know, there's a reason for it.
Well,
There is no
yeah.
such thing as a handyman license in California.
Oh, that's interesting. No handyman
Oh,
license in California.
that's not a thing.
No, not in California.
Oh,
No, apparently.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Here's another
Good to
one.
know.
It is good to know.
I need a contractor license to do any job over $500, including supplies.
Oh,
Ah, that's why the $500.
that's why he said $500.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, you see the pattern? Like that's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that's all the videos there. Let me get caught up on chat. Rib Guy's in there. Beachcomber. I think I said hi to you, Beachcomber, before. And Mom needs a beach house. Who else did I miss? Did I miss someone? I think I might have missed someone. Your laws are crazy, Tina McBride says. They are, Tina.
Oh,
They're you have no idea. They're
off the
wild.
rails.
Yeah, it's
Off the
wild.
rails here in the States.
Yeah, it's not something to be. I mean, I do like the Constitution, the way it's set up, if it's followed. But police here don't follow the Constitution. They don't even know what the Constitution entails. It's amazing.
I
His
like the
mom,
Constitution also. I'm a big fan.
yeah, me too. His mom's elderly rich friend paid for a lifetime membership of roadside assistance for well, he never pays it for anything himself. That's the, I mean, how can you feel good about that? You know, it's like
It is. You do have to also report gifts to the IRS if they altogether total over a certain amount,
yeah.
which I'm sure is a
Oh,
thing.
I'm sure he's been an upstanding citizen and did that. Flea, you know, all that stuff that he got in the mail in his PO box. I'm sure he reported all of that.
Yeah. Well,
And
no, it's only over a certain amount, but I don't know what that amount is, but if you get gifts that total over a certain amount, you have to report it. Does anyone know what the amount is?
yeah,
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that that has happened.
it's different in every county and municipality and all that shit. So who knows? Neuropsych said he did go to college, believe it or not. He knows how to get around laws to a point. Oh yeah, he's a con man. I've talked about that, Neuropsych. He's he knows how to get around. He's smart enough to get around shit. Like I said, he's a con man. He could have been a magician, you know, like a street magician, and you know, made a good decent living like that, but he chooses not to. He
You
chooses,
can't make a living off of the three-card Monty now. Come on,
well, I mean,
be real.
you could do that, depending on how you do it, but that's a con in itself, right? I think 600, but I could be wrong. Ellie says, yeah, I think so too. He dropped out of college. Nanny says, yes, that's true too. I just painted my nails in gold leaf. I'm in violation. Yeah. As an employer, if you pay an individual more than $600 for a hob, you are to file, which in turn would show an employee's income. Well,
Hmm.
you know, he gets around all kinds of shit, Rib Guy. Look, all I was saying is somebody should check that he had permits to work on that house, you know, that he was working on with termite damage and dry rot and all that stuff. Because I know one thing I do know is you do need permits. You know, if you're going to work on a house structurally, you are to have permits. And I
Oh,
don't care what-
100%. You can't You know that you need a, I don't know if I told you guys this. You need a permit in my neighborhood to put a freaking hot tub in your backyard.
It's so weird. Yeah.
You need a permit for everything.
Yeah, he could not report it. That's what I'm saying. He's doing everything to circumvent the system, right?
No, 100%.
Yeah. Nami said he sent me a song. Let me check it out here. We'll do the song and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so if we're gonna leave here shortly, please remember what I said, my friends. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend. Please consider what you're being told and where it's coming from, and whether or not, when whoever's done using you for what they're using you for, might do the same thing to you, because chances are likely, if they have done it in the past, they will continue to do it.
Yeah.
So, and you know what, I really do feel there are certain things in the community I really want to speak out about publicly that I think are wrong. I cannot, because I don't want to foster division on this channel. We are responsible for our own channel. We're not responsible for other people's channels, and nor should we be held responsible for what other people do. But we are responsible for our own channel, which we're trying to maintain a safe environment, non-divisive environment. So it's not that I don't want to say some things. I really do. And I really think some of you are getting some shit you don't deserve at all. And if you're one of the people dishing it out, stop that shit.
Yeah.
Stop that shit. You're better than that. Quit it. It's not
listen.
helpful.
Yeah,
That's all.
let's listen to this and then we'll have a final thought.
All right.
Hang on.
Yeah. This one for the comment section. You know who you are. Talking to you. Slap happy. He hit record, then his brain hit pause. Thinks clowning strangers is a noble cause. Got caught slipping, now we playing the victim. Printing out subpoenas like the views went with him. Y'all hurt my feelings, y'all ruined my brand. Bro, you did that with your own two hands. Acting like the court's gon' cuddle your pride, but you can't sue truth, that's documented lie. Restraining order flow, keep slap away from the upload. Every time he speaks, that channel going in slow mode. You got shame, that's facts, not a hate crime. Slap happy, sit down, read the headline. Restraining order flow, stay back from the timeline. You went viral for the worst kind of punchline. You got red, that's receipts, not a hate crime. Slap happy, take an L for the last time. Every clip's cruel, every prank mean-spirited. Then he sees backlash, suddenly he's sensitive. Defamation, deprivation, he whine. But we just replaying what you posted online. You filming strangers, never ask consent. Now you beg a judge, protect my intent. Trying to gag the crowd cause the truth hit deep. You don't need a lawsuit, you need lost sleep. You can't sue the mirror when it show you who you are. Can't censor the echo when it's carrying your bars. You can't file a claim on the consequences earned. Play stupid games, yeah, you just got what you deserve. You just got what you deserve, yeah. Restraining order flow, keep slap away from the upload. Every time he speaks, that channel going in slow mode. You got shame, that's facts, not a hate crime. Slap happy, sit down, read the headline. Restraining order flow, stay back from the timeline. You went viral for the worst kind of punchline. You got red, that's receipts, not a hate crime. Slap happy, take a nail for the last time.
All right, that was excellent. Muy excelente. Let's do our final thoughts.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nami. Really appreciate that. All right, final thoughts, Flea.
Well, like I just said, be careful who you're aligning yourself with. I do think there's a whisper campaign going on behind the scenes that people are outraged that we're not speaking about this or that. But like I said, people do shit just to get a reaction out of us so they can make more content to boost their own channel, and we're not going to play that game.
Yeah.
Like, we don't play that game. Good
Homie,
luck.
don't play that.
Suck wind.
Yeah. Homie, I think I got a clip of that. Hold on. Yeah. There we go.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, homie, don't play.
That's right.
There you go.
And you know, like I said, reach out. The email is always open. Nothing's gonna happen to you in here. If someone comes in here and tries to start shit with you, even if they're like a member, they're gonna get bounced.
Yeah,
At least timed out until we have a chance to speak to them and say, hey, you can't do that.
I've
you
had
know?
a couple of people hold membership over my head, and it doesn't work that way. You know, I don't. There's a lot of people in general that want to control what I do on the channel, and it's just not going to happen. I do what we think is necessary on the channel. That's it. You know, that's right, Barbara. MLH does his own content as he sees fit. That's just it. You know.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall into that trap of getting all this shit behind the scenes until we speak about a certain person or creator or whatever, so they can then turn around and make content out of it.
Yeah.
Think about it, you guys.
I like making content dealing with shit like this.
I am the number one Simp Gimp in the world.
Yeah, and stuff like this.
I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me. They can say whatever the fuck they want. You know, say whatever the fuck you want. You want to call me, you know, fucking say. Like, I don't care.
I mean, that's one of the only things I agree with Slappy on is we can do whatever the fuck we want and say whatever the fuck we want, you know?
That's right.
You know, I got one question for Slappy. Slappy, how you feeling today?
My butt hurts.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay.
Mine too. I just wanted you guys to know my butt also hurts.
Your butt also hurts.
Yeah, MLH is a huge pain in the ass.
Well, that's true. Hey, my final thoughts are as follows. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate the support. You know, a few threats online aren't going to keep me from doing what I do. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to have a show on Wednesday, and then I'm going to take the first week of January off. So we'll be off until I believe the 5th of December. So Wednesday,
January. 5th of January.
Yes, 5th of January. Hold on.
We're past the 5th of December. I don't know if you knew that.
Yes. I'm sorry. I meant January. Just a few. Okay.
And I don't want to go back for nothing because we made it through Christmas and now I'm just like, whew.
Yeah. Be your own person, everybody. Don't let everybody influence you, including myself. You know, I mean, make your own conclusions on things. Don't go real life with people. It's really sad, you know, and it's not right to do that, you know.
Yeah, that's another thing we won't do.
Yeah.
That I can promise y'all that we're not going to do. Real life is, that's weak.
Yeah. All right. So that's all I got for you all. You guys have a great. Oh, January 5th is your birthday, Janet. I think that's the day we're back. Let me look at the calendar real quickly. Hold on. Damn it.
I have a family member with a birthday on January 5th too, because of course, you know, there's a birthday every 2 weeks around here.
Yeah.
We got such a big family.
Okay, so the 31st will be the final show of the year, obviously. And then that night, we're going to have Bernie and I are going to be doing a special Supercut hot tub night. So you're going to want to join for that on Bernie's channel. And then after that, it'll be radio silence until January 5th. Right? So there you go. That's all I got. Yep. You guys have a great one. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, the final show of the year. I got to grift a little bit, you know. I gotta grift and make that money.
Grift.
The grifter, you know. All right, everybody, have a great day. Also, if you're struggling with your mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. Not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen. Sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. It could save your life. In North America, there's a hotline you can dial. It's 988, day or night. They will answer. Despite what people are telling you that there's long wait times and stuff, that's simply untrue. You can also text that number. If you're not in North America, please type in your browser of choice mental health help, click on any of those options, and they will eventually get you connected with somebody that can help you out. Don't do anything rash. You know, there is always hope out there. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you guys all on. Actually, I'll see you guys just in a little bit. I'm on my way to another live here in a few, so be on the lookout for that. That's all I got for you guys. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody. This outro is a snoozer, bro.